Okay. I guess I'm live. Is anybody gonna watch this? Seems highly unlikely. I have no idea. I tried to get my friend Bridget to and my friend Joe to do this with me, and I didn't hear from Joe. I think Bridget was not pleased, so you know, I let her off and out of here. Um, yeah, well, I was in a super good mood, so I wanted to do this. God knows I've shared enough bad vibes in my life. I thought I'd share some good ones, but maybe my joy is diminishing with every second that I'm going live. I have I have zero viewers. Okay, you guys, I just want to let you know right now I'm seeing the metrics. I have zero viewers, zero reactions, zero clips. I don't know what that means. And I have um zero comments, and God knows I'm glad I have zero shares. That's a scary. Oh Jesus, this could be shared? Can't I wait? Maybe I need to like limit the audience here. I anyway, the internet is a disturbingly fluid and yeah, this was not probably my. Oh wait, I have two viewers now. Hello to my two viewers. Who the fuck are you? Um and if you're a lovely older relative of mine, I take that back. Um I have a reaction. It better be a laugh react or I'm gonna come after you. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea. I really don't know what I'm doing. This is totally spontaneous. I was just in a really good mood, and so I wanted to interact. I have never done this. Um, for excellent reasons that I will remember when I'm done doing this. What's going on? Bridget, you asked such a good question. On the bright side, I on the bright side, I let you off the hook. Hi Heather, I'm so glad to hear from you. Oh my God, this is kind of fun. Why didn't I do this for all of Shelter in Place when it was just me and an indifferent cat? No, she wasn't indifferent to me. She just likes to, keep her feelings a little bit tucked into her feline chest there. She plays her cards close to her chest. Anyway, what is going on, Bridget? I'd like to say the planet's melting. That's happening. B, we all have these incredible denial mechanisms that we're using. There are more delightful and less delightful ways that people are I know, four. Does that mean I have four comments? You're right. I have four comments now, Vincent Raphael Cruz. I hope I pronounced your name well enough. Um, in any case, yeah, this is fun. I don't know. Why wasn't I doing this, though? I don't know why I didn't do that then, but I'm doing it now. Um, Disturbingly fluid, interesting, a memoir title, Heather says. Perhaps. Why don't you guys ask me some questions? Or you're probably gone already. No, I have seven viewers now, and yet I've only heard from three of you. Who are these lurkers? Um, I mean, Vincent Raphael Cruz clearly has some kind of numeric um, Tourette's going on. But I'm probably not allowed to make jokes about Tourette's, so that wasn't a joke. That was a serious attempt at a diagnosis. Um, okay, now I've dropped down to six viewers. Does it hurt my feelings that in comedy that's called walking the room? When you, oh God, now I've dropped down to five viewers. I'm walking the room. That means people are choosing to, and I don't blame them because really not a lot is happening. And yeah. I thought I was just gonna hop on here 100% spontaneously, and then I was like, no, we're gonna add some eye makeup and lipstick. You know. Okay, well, anyway, I was just feeling very joyful. Bridget. That's what's going on. And I felt like, expanding my social media experience in this way. No more numbers from Vincent Raphael Cruz. Am I pronouncing your name in an acceptable manner? I don't know because I'm just going to get another number from you. Okay. Well, anyway, maybe this is boring. I don't know. I mean, somebody could. Oh, wait, I have more comments. You want that robe? Oh my God, you do. Aaron Simon, a Facebook friend of mine, talked about this awesome robe during shelter in place, and I got one. Even though my apartment's so small, it's kind of hard to store it. It doesn't exactly fold down to a small size. But damn, you know what I've decided? It actually has like a hoodie pocket, a big one in front. And I realized that that should have been part of Vatican II, that the monks should have insisted on having a hoodie pocket in their robes. But yeah, it's like Smurf meets medieval monk, which, uh, whatever, I claim the rights to that idea for a show. I would show you, okay, I can show you my cat. Yes, Bridget, we did have an excellent dinner last night, and I'm so possessive, I hesitate to mention the name. It's a 2-week old restaurant in Oakland, and I couldn't get over how good it was. I mean, it was insanely good. I used to live in Italy, and I've eaten a lot of food in my life. So I know what I'm talking about. It's called Mama. Mama. Oh shit, now the cat's out of the bag. I'm never going to get a table there again. But it's really good. If they bring you your bill and it seems like they've overcharged you, understand that. I don't know why they didn't put this information on the bill. They include your gratuity because they're paying all their servers a living wage. Now, you would, oh my God, I just got 3 laughs. I got a ha ha, an LOL, and an LOL. I'm going to take those LOLs literally and not figuratively. You literally laughed out loud. That must have been good for, you're welcome. But anyway, yeah, and you'd think, well, these servers are going to suck because they're not going to be sucking up to us adequately because they're not dependent on the tip. No, they were excellent servers. They were eavesdropping on me and Bridget, but Bridget and I are both performers, so we live to be eavesdropped on for the most part. So that was actually a plus. And the only thing that was a little challenging, maybe, is that because they were serving Italian food and they, yes, Mama's on, no, it's not on Broadway, it's on Grand. Um, and it's not Mama's, it's Mama. I mean, it's like you're right at the teat. They just basically serve you a teat and you latch on, and it's mama. It's like a very primal dining experience. No, I don't know what to tell you. It was awesome. I'm really working now that I got a couple LOLs and ha-has. Now I'm really like working for more. And now the room has filled up again. We've got 7 whole viewers here. That's exciting. If I were to show you my cat, that would involve going into my bedroom, and it's just kind of a little messy in here. Is it Vicente? Okay, is it Vicente? Thank you, George Barnett. You gotta rely on, a white dude in the South to tell you how to pronounce a name with, I'm guessing, a Spanish origin. I speak Italian, I don't speak Spanish, because, I realized that I was going to live in California, and I was like, what's the most useful language in California? And I just thought it was going to be Italian. No, none of that's true. Um, anyway, yeah, I'm very happy today. I could, if somebody wants to throw a dream in the comments, I do work with dreams. That could be fun. This could be the first episode of my podcast. Do you want to know the name of my podcast? Um, it has a really good name. I haven't had an initial episode yet. This could be it because I am wearing, it's practically a nightgown. Uh, it has such a good name. My I'm not. Oh fuck! Now a viewer left. I don't know. Should I take that personally? I can only imagine how boring this is. I'm loving the sound of my own voice. You have Puerto Rican ancestry. I understand. Did I understand that correctly? Well, I haven't been to Puerto Rico, but I know my parents visited Puerto Rico before I was born. Doesn't count as ancestry though. Let's be real. Um, doesn't get me off the hook for being white, if you know what I'm saying. That's what we need to do on this live spontaneous podcast is have a frank discussion of race in America. No, not gonna happen. Um, but wait, what did I want to say? Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, I don't know, I won't even go into it. I was gonna talk about Cuba, but that's like meeting someone from Indiana and talking about Texas or whatever. Yes, Vicente. Yes, you said yes. I don't know what you're saying yes to, but I didn't tell you guys the name of my podcast. Um, we're back to 7 viewers. These are probably like different viewers because everybody's just like coming on and then leaving. What the fuck is she doing? I mean, you've got to say, just chromatically, color wise, this live bright. I mean, we've got the blue. This is gorgeous, yes. And then look at this. Look at this chair. And not only that, if you could only feel, this stuff is nice. But it's nice tactily. We've got positive tactile experience, but you only get to hear about that. Anyway, I have such a great name for this podcast, but the podcast, and this could be the first episode. This could be the first episode, which is pretty funny. Um, uh, God, the numeric Tourette's continues. It's the best name. If you were a dream worker who had a business name, Productive Slumber, which I do, which is, by the way, that's the best name that a dream work business has ever had. Let's face it, most people who are into dreams don't have the marketing genius that I have. It's just natural, by the way. I did not ever study marketing. It's just inborn brilliance. But yes, the name of the podcast is wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. And you're going to especially appreciate this, Bridget, because I know you hate hearing people's dreams. The name of the podcast is Snooze Fest. Thank you. And I hope that lived up. I kind of raised the expectations for that. I actually have this really wonderful sign that's going to be, I could go get it now and put it up in the window. It says Snooze Fest and it's like a party banner. Get it? Fest, party, Snooze Fest. I mean, I'm sure you guys are. I once got in trouble with someone for saying you guys as a plural, including women. In fact, I think I was addressing a room full of women. Now, let's see, reading a great memoir, Choices, Embrace the Possible, with, and Dr. Eager mentioned the tradition of mothers slapping, I'm reading a comment, these are not my words, these are George Barnett's words. Mothers slapping their daughters on the occasion of their first period. Tragic, hilarious, stunning. Got anything on that? Well, do they slap them on the ass gently, like they're leaving the locker room together? Because if that's happening, then that's just some women appropriating homoerotic and simultaneously homophobic athletic culture among males. And that's always a good thing. I mean, I've seen that on bumper stickers. So it really depends on what kind of slap we're talking about. Minky is watching me. Minky is a powerful being who Bridget lives with. Uh, I was in Bridget's apartment last night. That's right, men who are in love with Bridget. Bridget has many admirers. And anyway, though, yeah, she has some really incredible. Or on the vagina, yes. Do they slap them on the vagina? That would be disturbing and inappropriate. So that probably would be tragic. Yeah, I'm not gonna go further into something that. Oh God, I'm down to 5 viewers. Let's not use the V word again, and by that I mean very. We intensifiers are overused and lose their power. That's what I learned both from my mother and my English teacher. So no more V word, no more very. Slap in the face. I don't know. Why are you asking me about this? Are you George Barnett? Are you trying to what's the word? I'm sorry, my brain. You're deflecting. You're a man asking about a very mother on daughter form of, female on female abuse, and you're deflecting by, asking, like, focusing on that. Do we really have to focus on that? I don't have anything to say about it. I am post menstrual myself. Thank you very much. I know my sex appeal quotient just went through the roof. So, anyway, I mean, if this robe didn't make me, what do you call it? Like, I don't know. I'm going to go get my Snooze Fest banner and put this is going to be the first episode of Snooze Fest, which was supposed to have really short episodes, but I can tell this might go on for much of the day. And I'm down to 6 viewers. I know you're all like cycling through, and it's like, it's different. Like, we've actually gone through hundreds of people, and they just come on, they're disgusted immediately by what they see and hear, and then they're out. But I'm going to get the Snooze Fest banner. Oh my gosh. Okay, one second. Okay, nothing too embarrassing here. This is such a spontaneous situation, but I think you're going to be impressed. See, I have ideas for things. I got this banner like years ago, and then I never had a first episode of Snooze Fest. But I mean, this window is not the worst place to put this. Isn't this a great idea? I mean, I would never get this for an actual party, but for a podcast? I mean, come on, that's pretty great. Am I too in love with my own name for my own business and my own podcast? I know somebody who got paid after getting, it's not someone I know very well, and, his ex-wife is a Facebook friend of mine, so hopefully she's not watching and being weirded out. But after getting a PhD in linguistics, this person who's really more of an acquaintance ended up getting paid very well to name products. And I mean, if I had ever wanted to go big in the private sector, I don't know. I feel like naming is a gift. Okay, bye, Bridget. She left. I mean, if I'm without Bridget, am I even really existing here? I agree with you, Vicente, that it is an awesome chair. I bought it used, and they made me buy both chairs, so I have 2 of them in my very small apartment, which is probably not the most clever. Well, this has been a great first episode of Snooze Fest. The only reason that it might not be a first episode is that we haven't discussed anybody's dream. But my current vision for Snooze Fest, it used to have like a very complicated I had all kinds of complicated ideas for Snooze Fest, but then it became extremely simple. And it's just going to be people telling me about a dream, a nighttime dream that changed their lives. And that's actually very common, even for people who don't think of themselves as dreamers, that they would have just one time when they listen to a dream and really like whatever, that it literally changed their lives. And I mean, I've heard incredible stories like that. So it's going to be very simple. I think the episodes are going to be short. I think what this is not the first episode. I think this is the teaser. This is the teaser episode that is getting all 4 of my current viewers. Oh, damn. I am not as entertaining as I think I am. Or you guys are just very busy on a Sunday morning. Okay, well, this has been fun. Will I delete this? It's quite possible. and possibly inevitable. I don't know. Or will I watch it repeatedly and never delete it? Those are the two options. Um, okay. Well, this says there were 43 comments here. That's a lot of times of Vicente Rafael Cruz posting a number. So good for you, Vicente. Yeah, a promo shoot. Vicente, you have just stuck it out. I mean, we're down to 5 viewers. Yeah, exactly. I love this. You're like my metrics person. Do I need to put you on the payroll, Vicente? Uh, Oh, I bet he does. I'm just reading Robert Patrick Paulson said, who went to high school and elementary school with me. You could have been in my kindergarten class. Please verify if you were. Uh, anyway, but in any case, he had a friend who invented a version of the slanket. I don't think of this as a slanket, but maybe it is, in which case I'm a little embarrassed. It's I blame this on COVID. This is one of the COVID horrors, the fact that I bought this, but it's so comfortable. And someone very sophisticated who lives in Los Angeles told me about it. I'm not even kidding. So therefore, it's valid. But what I wanted to say is that I hope you're still here, Robert Patrick Paulson, aka from back in the day, Bobby Paulson. I hope you're still here because do you want to know what I invented? I'm not kidding. As a joke, I made up the idea of the selfie stick before I had ever heard of it and maybe before it actually existed. Can you imagine if instead of making a lame joke about the selfie stick, I had contacted people who make stuff in China or Taiwan, wherever, and gotten them to start producing the selfie stick? I would not be sitting here in a rent controlled apartment. Um, no, don't cancel the slanket. But what is slanket even? That's I know what the blanket part is, but what's this SL part? Slutty blanket? Is it pretty slutty? No. Sly blanket? What is the SL part? I do deserve all the money from the selfie sticks. And at the same time, I don't know that money improves the quality of life once you get to a certain point. I am so good at living cheaply, and I would not get like any delight in bargains. If you get rich enough, there's no bargains lose all their fun. So that's a real loss for wealthy people. Um, I mean, I'm up at night sometimes thinking about Jeff Bezos, and he'll never go to a thrift store and just like have that amazing moment of finding something really great, and that's sad. I would try to compensate by going into outer space too. If you can't enjoy a thrift store find, you got to do something. Um, okay, bye, George Burnett. I'm sorry, Barnett. George Barnett. I'm so glad you enjoyed the show. And can I just say, you probably already left. Your family's very musical and gifted, and you need to keep that up. I'm proud of you, and I think it's your son, maybe all of your children. You're living in the South, I think in Tennessee, and you're making music, and that's a wonderful American tradition. Oh, slip on. It's slip on. Well, if it's slip on, then it should also be slanana, as in slip on banana. That's a comedy standard right there. I hope I can go back later and see who these viewers are. The numbers are not growing. They just keep it's like a heartbeat. We go up to 8, down to 5, up to down to 5. That's fine. Rhythmic things are sustainable, so that's good. No, but if I go back and I see who was here, I'll probably, possibly have a shame attack. If you ever want to overcome a lot of shame, try doing stand up. Just go to an open mic and you will experience so much of it, it'll eventually, after a year or two, leave your system. Um, but and then you'll be shameless. Oh man, yes, I know, Vicente. We're down to 6. Thank you. I mean, you've just been, when you leave, this is all, you're the person propping up this tent, Vicente Rafael Cruz. Have we met in person? I don't, I mean, yeah, forgive me if we have. Were you in my kindergarten class, Vicente Rafael Cruz? I doubt it, but, you know, several people were there. Bobby Paulson, I don't know, Robert Patrick Paulson, I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, can you tell me if you think you were in my kindergarten class? Because I think that would be interesting to me and to you. Now we're down to four viewers. Okay, maybe, again, perhaps I'm not as charming as I'm. It's your move, games, and hobbies. Did you work there? Because, yeah, I performed there. Is that how I know you? I had a great set there. Oh, did you see my set where there was the guy who was the Trump supporter? And this was before Trump was elected, I think. And oh, you were the stage manager. Mrs. Tygeson. Yes, with the, oh my God, I'm having simultaneous conversations. Bobby Paulson is remembering, no, you're not spelling it directly, but he's remembering Mrs. Tygeson's name, and this was in the early 70s. We were born in 67, so this would have been in 72. And she had this blue eye makeup, eyeshadow that went right up to the brow. I don't know, that's probably fashionable again. But I just want to say that you tried to hire me for a show, Vicente Rafael Cruz. Oh, so you're a comedian? And you stage managed that show at that game store? Well, I just want to tell everybody because this was a comedy moment that made me really happy, which is that I was performing for a crowd, and I think it was, yeah, it was before Trump was elected. But he was doing well. I mean, of course, we didn't guess that he was going to be elected. But so this was in Oakland near Berkeley, this comedy show, and a guy had already self identified before I went up to perform during another set. He'd identified as a Trump supporter, which, you know, he was probably unique in that audience because this is a very liberal area if you didn't know that about Berkeley, Oakland. But anyway, I went up on stage and I just said, you know, the one Trump supporter, I just need to, I salute you. And then I gave him the Heil Hitler salute. I don't know. I thought that was genius comedy. It actually was. Do I get credit for my genius comedy always? No. But now I'm putting it in the record that I did that. I, the one, and you know, the guy thought I was going to salute him, and I saluted him. Now I'm getting a message. Is probably someone telling me. Probably someone telling me you're embarrassing yourself, Lael. Stop. But has that ever stopped me before? Oh, you're a. Oh, it's a blanket with sleeves. Yes. I think this is more of a monk's robe, though, with a hoodie pocket, front pocket. So I think it's more monastic than your traditional slanket because it doesn't close up at the bottom or whatever. Glad you looked that up. Wow, you remember Mrs. Tygeson. Were you in Ms. Stimfel's second grade class? Were you in Mrs. Howison's first grade class? I mean, I have specific memories. Ms. Stimfel used to tell us about living in Alaska. I'm not surprised I'm down to three viewers because I'm talking about someone named Ms. Stimple. And people just didn't like that I gave the Heil Hitler salute to a Trump supporter. Or maybe they didn't understand the visual for that. Well, I'm glad I got to hang out with all three of you. And by the way, I will be sending checks in the mail to whoever watched me the longest here. um, anyway, okay. You know, we're down to three viewers. I should actually like just cover that up so I don't even know. Oh, you had Ms. McIntyre for first and second grade. I'm glad. I mean, I'm really glad I had Miss Howison. And Miss Stimple was a little traumatic for me, but I don't regret. Those early traumas kind of like fortify you um, for moments such as these. Okay, well, I'm down to three viewers. Yeah, I mean, that was a good joke. The salute was me Heiling Hitler. That was appropriate for that dude. Let's put it this way, it got a big laugh. It also deserved a big laugh. I'm tired now. I'm glad I've done this little teaser for Snooze Fest. And now that we're up to 4 viewers, but I feel like this person's they're gonna be in, they're gonna be out, in out. Anyway, I'm gonna shut this party down. I thought I was gonna do dishes while talking, but instead I'm avoiding dishes. Um, Vicente, go to Rudy's Can't Fail Cafe for breakfast. That sounds great. I've been there before. I can't remember where it is though. And goodbye, Bobby Paulson. Someday. Oh, and hi, Deb. Um, anyway, thank you to the 3 and 4 of you for being here. I'm really tired all of a sudden. I think, is it time for an early morning nap? Mid morning nap. Okay, I'm gonna end live video. Farewell and thank you. This was ridiculous.